The laughter didn't stop. It echoed off the polished walls, the soft light trembling over their smiling faces. Her hand still gripped the empty cake platter, cream and crumbs dripping onto the tiles. My birthday cake, what was left of it, lay crushed beneath her heel. "Eat it off the ground," she said again, laughing this time. "You wanted chocolate, didn't you?" Her friends roared. Her mother wiped tears from her eyes. Even her sister recorded it, whispering, "This is gold." I said nothing, not because I was weak, but because I had already stopped feeling. The air smelled of sugar and humiliation, the kind that melts slow, crawling into your veins until your heart turns cold. I looked at her, the woman I'd built a life around, and realized how easily cruelty could wear a smile. She thought she had won something. That evening, after everyone had left, she walked past me without a word. Her phone buzzed once. She smirked. I caught the reflection of her face in the darkened window, an expression I had never seen before. At 9:47 p.m., her mother's message came. "We've chosen to sever all contact. Stay away forever." At 9:48, my wife liked it. At 9:49, I replied, "Removing my name from every loan tomorrow." By midnight, the group chat exploded. Panic, disbelief, 100 missed calls. I didn't answer a single one. I had already started my quiet revenge. It began with small things, whispers that stopped when I entered the room, the sudden change of passwords, a scent that didn't belong to me clinging to her clothes. But the cake, the public humiliation, wasn't random. It was a display, a power play. Something had shifted long before that night. I'd just been too loyal to see it. I replayed months of conversations in my head, the tone of her laughter, the timing of her absences, the texts she once hid, saying it was just work. My mind began constructing patterns, connecting threads I had ignored. There was a man, her coworker, the one she said she hardly noticed. He was at the party too, sitting quietly in the corner, half smiling as I stood before the wreckage of my birthday. When I caught his eyes, he looked away. That was all I needed. I didn't rage, I didn't accuse, I observed. People reveal themselves when they think they've already destroyed you. I went to bed that night beside her, her breathing steady and shallow. She didn't know I was awake. She didn't know I had already seen his reflection in her messages. The name was saved under Lena. The next morning, I smiled and began to document everything. Days turned into weeks. Routine became reconnaissance. While she laughed over breakfast, I cloned her phone's backup. While she showered, I synced her deleted files to a cloud folder she didn't know existed. Every smile I gave her was measured. Every word I spoke was surveillance. Her affair unfolded in fragments, audio notes, late-night confessions, texts laced with guilt and thrill. "He's boring," she'd written once. "Too calm, too predictable. He won't leave, even if I break him." She was right. I wouldn't leave. Not yet. She was still in love with the idea that she could humiliate me without consequence. By day, I played the dutiful husband. By night, I gathered evidence like currency. Screenshots, voice clips, photos. Enough to turn every lie into proof. The more I saw, the quieter I became. The silence wasn't weakness. It was the sharpening of a blade. She began to notice it, the stillness, the way I watched her too calmly. Once she asked, "Are you okay?" I smiled. Perfectly. That was the last honest word I said to her. The truth arrived on a Thursday, a folder in my email, compiled, encrypted, time-stamped. Every message, every photo, every lie. Her voice whispering to him, "He's nothing without me." His voice replying, "Then let's take everything." They had a plan. To push me out of my own home, out of my own name. But they'd miscalculated one thing. You can't manipulate someone who's already detached. That evening I printed everything. bound it neatly in a folder labeled Lena. I left it on the kitchen table next to a cup of tea. When she walked in, she froze, her face drained of color. "What's this?" she whispered. I said nothing. She opened it, page after page. Her breathing changed. Her hand trembled. How did?" "You?" I looked at her. "Careful, you'll spill your tea." She broke, not into tears, but into panic. Denial, then pleading. Then the collapse. I watched her crumble with the same calm she once demanded of me. I didn't shout, I didn't curse, I simply placed a single document on the table. Our financial summary. Every shared loan, mortgage, and co-signature, with her name on top and mine crossed out. "Effective tomorrow," I said, "you're independent. Completely." Her eyes widened. You can't do this." I smiled faintly. "You told your mother you didn't need me. She agreed. I'm just honoring your decision." Then I turned my phone toward her, the group chat glowing with messages. Her family begging, "Please don't do this. We didn't mean it." They knew. She stared at the screen, her hands trembling. For the first time, she looked small. Not cruel, just small. And I felt nothing. No satisfaction, no relief. Just silence where love used to be. I walked to the door. She whispered behind me, voice cracked, "What now?" I paused. "Now? You eat what you made." Off the ground. I didn't look back. By midnight, my phone buzzed endlessly. Apologies, tears, panic. The same chorus of laughter now turned into begging. I turned the sound off. Some things don't deserve closure. They deserve silence. When I passed the mirror that night, I caught my reflection and barely recognized it. Not broken, not vengeful, just awake. The man who once believed in her was gone. The man who replaced him didn't need belief. He needed clarity. And I finally had it. As I deleted the last message, I thought of the cake, the laughter, the humiliation. Then I smiled. Cold, calm, complete. Because in the end, I never raised my voice. I simply removed my name. And that was louder than anything she ever said.